barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. 9 Wise, click the link below. Click the link below. All right, let's talk about this really, really quick. For those of you who don't know, Steve Rose is a Lou DiBella fighter fighting in the main event on a Bob Arum card. Let that sink in for a second. Maybe I'll repeat it again. Steve Rose is a Lou DiBella fighter fighting on a main event on a Bob Arum card. How many chances did Bob Arum give Richard Coleman? All right, man. Lou DiBella is not ruining a relationship. All right, and I think it's imperative that we just move with intent and purpose. And in order to eliminate the threat, you have to destroy the threat or go build a bigger influence outside of your threat. And I think that's where boxing needs to be. I was up to the Queens of the Ring. David Benavidez said what I've been saying on my platform for years. He says, I'm going to go create my own lane. And I think black fans and black media got this shit all fucked up. Got it all. I don't know how many videos I have to make. I don't know what else I have to say for you to say you are complying. You are conforming to the Good Boys Club. And if you think you're going to win long term being a part of the Good Boys Club on a macro level, there will be outlier experiences, you know. But for the most part, you're in their system. And they created it for them to win. And how they stay in business, Bob Arum since 1966, Al Heyman since the early 2000s, the Hearn family. I guess he had Bruno. I don't know. You guys got to help me. But, you know, he's not shy about saying they gave slave contracts. And I'm going to say this to close the article. To close this damn video. I personally could care less because I knew from the moment Kambosos won that Devin Haney wasn't getting the fight. And because it's boxing. And if you haven't learned anything if you guys are boxing fans and you think Devin Haney, it wasn't going to treat Devin Haney like Pernell Whitaker, you're crazy. So I think the reality is we got to build our own. And you either build your own or conform. That's it. And I know there's a lot of conversation about Lomachenko. And I'm going to keep it a buck. Whenever a country is in turmoil or a war, two things. You got to find a way to build the country's morale up, one. And two, you allow people to be great at what they're great at. And Lomachenko and Usyk are not military men by trade. I'm pretty sure they hunt and shoot guns and do all that stuff, but I believe Lomachenko can boost the morale of the country, similar to the way Bernard Hopkins did 1 mile away from the Epic Center, which was 9/11. You know, and it was a hell of you talk about America, or how about the New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football after Katrina? You know, people are going to blame Lomachenko, but we do it in America all the time. You know what I mean? Whenever there's a catastrophe, a war, or something that involves the entire morale of a people want to lean on something to make them feel good, give them hope, give them something to believe in. And I'm just keeping it a buck. Bernard Hopkins did it for us. You know, Jesse Owens did it for us. Um, uh, John Carlos did it for us. So during the Vietnam War. So let's. I mean, we just got to have real conversations, man. These narratives that we having, man, and it's just stupid. It's just stupid to say that Loma is less than a man for leaving his country. So Jesse Owens should have picked up a gun. So John Carlos, who now he should have picked up a gun. Bernard Hopkins should have picked up a gun. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, I just think these narratives that we spin, for the sake of, you know, for the sake of narrative is just ridiculous. I think Lomachenko is admirable. I think Usyk is admirable for doing what they're doing, and I think it's important that the people of the Ukraine have some level of hope. It's important, and um, I don't care who wins the fight. Be honest with you, I can care less. But um, it is what it is, man. And we were at war. Didn't George Bush declare war? And they did what they did, man. I think where, as it pertains to wars and stuff like that, I think we trick ourselves because we, based off our geographical location, we are greatly protected, and because we bought countries like Puerto Rico and Hawaii, well, Hawaii is a state, Alaska is a state now. We're protected, you know what I mean, and so it's hard to actually get to America and create a war. You could hit America with some missiles, but in terms of a war in America, we got the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. So I think we'll never understand it because I don't think it'll be a war on American soil for a long time because we're not connected. We don't have connecting countries like in on the other side of America. So because it'll be too expensive for countries to have war over here. You got to travel 2,000 miles in the air to get to America, no matter where you're at. It's virtually impossible. It's too expensive, and you're gonna get cut off. You're gonna get cut off by you're gonna be intercepted by American forces and their allies by that time. So I think we don't really understand war in the truest sense. I think we're very much the novice. To about us as a whole, as a collective. There are many military men here that understand it, and I don't understand it fully. But I'm just speaking common sense. So, but I think Devin Haney. I'm a Devin Haney fan, and I think he needs to go build his own. If you want to chase Loma, didn't get it. You want to chase Tiafimo, didn't get it. You want to chase Cambosis, you didn't get it. Look no further than Pernell Whitaker. And I think we got to start telling the truth, man. And the truth is, Eddie Hearn knows what's up. Lou DiBella knows what's up. Eddie Hearn knows what's up. Eddie Hearn is not in the Devin Haney business. He's in the Eddie Hearn business. And Devin Haney has gone from 3 fights a year on the zone to 2 fights a year on the zone. And now he's on pace for 1 fight a year. Think about it. So I think he's probably going to get in the ring in July. It looks like, so because May is full. Earliest he can get in there is June. And he's not going to fight in December. So he has to fight sometime in November. So that's cutting it close. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, man. And I only want to tell the truth. And, I mean, I don't want to, I mean, I just think it's just that important. So, anyways, man, that's how I feel. I think Loma is admirable. I think Usyk is admirable. And I think the Klitschko's are admirable. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Black people, we need to be doing this in our community. We want to clown Lomachenko for leaving, but Bloods and Crips and gangbangers, pimps, hustlers dominate our fucking inner cities, and we fucking crying for a vote when we should be in the streets. I asked for 100 men, and I asked for 100 men. Let's go. We didn't do it. So at the end of the day, man, we got to stop this fake bravado, this fake toughness. If we gonna do it, we gonna do it. Sign me up. I'm about that life. Um, so we gonna yell at Lomachenko, and we not even protecting our street, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. We gotta cut this shit out, man. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut the fake masculine energy. Cut it out. Lomachenko is a fucking G for doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? And the fact that he's gonna go train, and if the war is still going, he's gonna re-enlist. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's whether the war was just or unjust, From the Ukraine side, it's unjust. You know, Muhammad Ali didn't join the war because he felt it was unjust. And he was a hero for that. I don't want to compare. I don't want to compare, but I want you guys to understand your talking points. And I say, black people, man, let's focus on protecting our communities. I think that'll be the better instead of this fake Lomachenko coward narrative. I think it's weak of us. So, anyways, man, that's where I stand. Um, it looks like Lomachenko's gonna leave and Usyk's gonna leave, and we'll see what happens, man. I think it'll be great for the morale because I remember that Monday Night Football game like it was yesterday after Katrina. Oh, I remember that shit. They got the punt block. Remember, now the young man is paralyzed. Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. And so let's anyways, hopefully I pissed a lot of people off. Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to subscribe, but don't forget 9 Wives, Checks and Balances, May 19th. And talk to you guys soon.